Hello, welcome back to Edo Language Institute. So today's lecture is about the Edo possessive pronoun. And for those of you that have watched my previous videos, you know that this is a three-part series in which I talk about the pronouns. So in the first lecture, lecture 2A, was about the subject pronouns. The second lecture, lecture 2B, was about the object pronouns, and this one, the final one in this series, is going to be about the possessive pronouns. So let's move on. So the first type of possessive pronouns we'll be looking at are actually possessive adjectives because they are modifiers, so they're used to describe the noun and they tell us who something belongs to, and they always come after the noun in a sentence. So for my, we have me; your, we have where or where; for his, her, or its, because we don't have a gender marking, it's a or e. And then for our, it's ima, your is uwa, and their is ia. So some examples we have here on the right side. So we have owame, which is my house, although literally it is house my, because like I said, the the modifier always comes after the noun. And then we have Ijeme, which is my mother, but it's written together, so it's not separated like Uwame. And then the same goes for Irame or Oteme. But just a quick info to Oteme. Yes, indeed, it means my sibling or relative, but it is also the the word you use to address people that you don't know, but usually you are interacting with them maybe for the first time. And then so for instance, you're somewhere, you want to ask for direction, so you will say oteme lao via se manae. So via se xy, like you say the name of the place. So how do I get to this place? So you say oteme, which is just like saying brother or sister, so too, but then they are actually not related to you in any way. So uh, just just to give that information out. And then we move on to, so we have Ijwe. So Ijwe is also referring to Ije, so your mother, but because Ije ends with a vowel and We starts with a vowel as well, we apply the rule of contraction. So, but for this particular one, Ijwe, so it should it makes it more smooth. So Ijwe, not Ijewe. Nobody says that. However, we say Obowe, which is also your hand. So, but Obo ends with a vowel, but a different sound. So so Obowe, that goes, but not Ijewe. No. Um, then we have Ije, which is his or her mother, but we don't say Ije. It's just an unwritten rule. I'm a native speaker. There's some things that I can explain a lot of things because I've taken my time to study the language. But there are some things like this, Ije. So why do we say Ije and not Ije? But I would say it's more because of the phonological property of Ije. So we'll just say Ije, and it's smoother, it's shorter, and yes. Then, like I said, so Owae is his or her house. And then we have Ebe Ima. Again, the rule of contraction applies. Ebima. So the rule of contraction, for those that haven't watched my previous videos, my previous lectures, rule of contraction is explained in detail in lecture 2A, which is about the subject pronouns. So I recommend you to go watch that. It's basically when two words that follow, when a word ends with a vowel and the next word that follows starts with a vowel, the vowel of the first word, the vowel at the end of the first word is dropped in order to avoid a disruption. So ebe ima. So you can see there's a short pause there, but ebima is smoother. And so the same applies to ere uwa. So eruwa, your time. And aganya. You see, I can't even pronounce it. Aganya, because we don't say that. We say aginya. So their chair or their chairs. So aga is the same. It's the same word for plural and singular, but you only know that we're talking about plural in the verb that would follow aga. For instance, if you say muagare, it is bring the chair or bring a chair. So we're talking about one. But if you say viagare, vio is to take or to bring, but something plural, so something more than one. So in Edo language, it is the verb that carries this information of plural or singular. So take note of that. Now we move on. So we move on to the second type of possessive pronouns we are looking at today. So these ones are used to replace the noun in a sentence. So they can replace the noun and they can stand alone in the sense that you can use them to respond to a question. So just them alone. So for mine, we have orome or orime. So orime is more to sort of create or it denotes emphasis. So orime is like it's mine and not someone else's, you know. And by the way, orome is a name actually. It's quite a common name for females. So it's an Edo female name, orome. And sometimes the full name is orome jeme, which means I like mine. Mine pleases me. So orome jeme. But you usually just call them say orome. So orome is mine. Yours for singular is for just one person. Orwe or orwe. Orwe. So the for this shorter form, you can say orwe with written with W, or the other one orwe written with UE, or you can decide which one you take there. And then his, hers, and its is ore, and then ours is orima, and yours for plural as in more than one person, oruwa, and theirs orinya. Get it? Good. So here we have a question. It says do woman onahin, or we say do woman onahin. Again, that ne with you usually you see an apostrophe there, and the will fall off because ona starts with a vowel. So again, rule of contraction. You always come across this rule of contraction in Edo language because we have a lot of vowels in our words. So this is actually translated one to one. It is which house person that this be. So hin is the form of to be. By the way, the next lecture is going to be about the verb to be. So stay tuned to that. This sentence is basically which person's house is this or whose house is this, and then you say orome, mine. So it can stand alone. But you can also use it to replace a noun, like in the second sentence, more worry. So bring yours here. So mure is bring here, but the verb mu has the information that thing, the noun which it is describing, well, it's a verb, like the noun which sort of which is experiencing the action. So the which is experiencing the effect of this action, mu, and that noun is something heavy, something that has weight to it. For instance, a book, a luggage, a chair. So more worry, bring yours here. And then we have for his, hers, or its, we have ore, nahin. This na is the same na up here in ona, in the question there. But here we just use the short one. Ore nahin. You can also say ore on, ore nahin, but again, you don't, because ore ends with a vowel, and ona starts with a vowel. But here this is a special case because it's not the following word that drop its vowel. No, it's not the first word that drop its vowel, but the following. So this is an exception. But then you say ore nahin. So this is hers, or this is his. Then orima nahin. This is ours. Then we have this sentence here, wa vioruware. So wa is the pronoun, it's a subject pronoun for you, but plural, so you guys or you people. Vio is a verb that carries the information that we are talking about, plural here. We're going to take more than one thing, or we're going to carry more than one thing. Vioruware, bring yours here. So it's for something light, again, for something light and plural, e.g., for instance, for pens, for shoes, cutleries, and so on. Then the last sentence for today is orinya bun. Bun is the word for plenty, or much, or many. So depending on the noun, so is it countable or uncountable? Like in English, but in Edo we don't. Actually, there is no differentiation between that. But bun is for all, both countable and uncountable nouns. So orinya bun, theirs is much, plenty, or many. So now we'll move on to the final slide. So this final slide is basically it's a summary of this chapter, which was about, or which has been about, the pronouns. So in lecture A, we talked about the subject pronouns. So you learned how to say I, you, he, she, it, we, and so on in Edo language. In lecture 2 was about the object pronouns, for both the direct object pronouns and the indirect object pronouns. So you learned how to say me, you, him, her, us, them. And then in today's lecture, lecture 2C, possessive pronouns. And then you learned how to say my, mine, yours, and so on. So, and like I said before, for those of you that haven't watched my previous lecture, please go and do so. I'll link them in the description box below, and especially lecture 2A and 2B, they're going to be there as well. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends, and leave me a comment if you really enjoyed the video. Let me know. And if you have any suggestion, let me know. If you have questions, let me know. And if you have a particular request, maybe you want to learn about a particular particular topic, just let me know. I'd be very glad to attend to that. So thank you once again for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. So till next time, bye bye.